They fantasize, I analyze, I am the eyes. Yeah. They stand in lie, I stand in truth. That's my I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I channel God, the frequency lives inside. Delinquencies leap aside, just look inside. I promise you'll find bodies the synagogue. You lie to self, then you sin to God. I take the end of lives, put it in a loop, then I tie a knot. This eternal life, this is Heka. We can never die, we are immortalized. They live mortal lives. I am more than man, I have God inside. Whoa. Opened the door and then I got inside. Found my inner child, gave him a hug, told him I love him, we gon' be alright. And then I gave a smile, you made me more than proud. Shed some tears, let us scream aloud, a stand in pride. Grabbed his hand, it was the hand of God, our fingers five. Double time, we put hands to sky. Raise them high, raise them high. This is dua. Praise in self, praise each other, praise to health, that is the root to wealth. Praise comes from per, and it means to sell. See, that's what preachers do, buying souls, selling hell. Disguised as heaven, pushing P. Differences between prophet and prophecy. The Bible is a prop to see the lies of man, portraying God open-eyed to see. Telling tales of wanderings, I've been wondering, they don't know that we're the real wonders. Miracles, when I speak it thunders, literal. You feel it under your flesh when your organs start to rumble. Heartbeat, you're listening to vibrations as my heart speaks. Stretch minds, I have far reach. Raj General, this is me. This is pinnacle. Step on sinister, everyone is demons these days. Trust me, once you step to us, you will not leave as you came. See, we ain't the same, raising names. Real fame comes from Ba, it means to speak, to say. I have lots to say. My ancestors taught me how to pray, ask and receive. Given that you live in reciprocity, our Ba shall speak through you to give our message of praise. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Giving praise. They're only giving praise when they receive a raise. Like thank God. I receive a raise as I rise up every single day. Raise comes from res, giving life the sun's rays, hands embrace. Consciousness extinct, even the ones who think they are woke are still asleep. Resi means to watch and it deals with what you see. Resi means to dream and it's the tongue of the speech. Watch what you speak, bring dreams to reality. Watchtower, watch me tower over with power. This is more than album, this is pure magic. Creation vibrations, layers on layers. Prayers on prayers, demon slayers, soul cakes of fire. Caught up in a rapture like I need a baker. The Lord has risen, watch the bread rise. To give sustenance, I've seen death eyes. The moon is my left eye, praise Yah, dua. This is House of Aten, I don't have a mask on, I'll tell you all what happened. I see they got the facts wrong, flow fluid. Walk with ancestors like Anpu is. Who's this Greek named Anubis? Prove it. I see bodies walking around soulless, clueless. Ani Pata, don't compare me to Steve Jobs, call me Pata Sakar. If you need to do more research, search Ray. Hands in vagina plays when pray. Spitting seeds into the womb to birth and raise. See, that's parades. Give thanks like it's in your hands. Collect them plates, ancient stele. Step through fire, see we trailblaze. Fate and faith, this is knowledge. Facts will flip a fake. Tell me what's at stake to give thanks. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Tribal Sessions Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worse at attaining a purpose. While searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it, their soul cannot take it. Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow with the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weed 'em. You cannot read them, vibrations that none of them speak. Walk a medu netter, light is feather is heavy. To learn that your will isn't free, netter willing, I continue to lead with my ebas. I'm sweeping my consciousness clean, training in realms that are unseen. My aura is some set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my eye, this is all seeing. I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses, connecting and this year wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief. I see clearly the lies. My six senses of sight are hypnotized. No wonder everyone sleeps. Open your eyes. It's time to set off the alarms. The performance self-harm. Don't you know you're a star? God in human form and you rise with the beast. More than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famines expanding beyond your belief. I see they landed, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing the hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and the God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and prowess to see. He really told the truth to Adam and Eve. You'll have distinction between good and evil if you eat of the fruit of the tree. Now you're a god, open your eye, cleansing yourself so that now you can see. They stole the stories and twisted them like it's a spliff. They put the fire to leaf, I put the fire to speech, I put the fire to heat. We don't do liars and thieves, they just desire to greed. This is my record to keep, this is my throne. You cannot sit in my seat, and I command it. I give more than 10 commandments. This is the law of attraction, and we have infinite stamina. My stage is where I'm standing. This is my eye, God is in me. I only keep goddesses with me. They are the magical beings, they are the holy ones, birthing the gods. We're overcoming the odds. We are the even and odd. They're in the odds, we're in the awe. Ancestors answer my prayers, forever grateful. I will forever say thank you. Inspiration to awake the sleepers. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper.
Prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore. Maa Hmt.
I look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, don't fly in silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, that's who I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns, sword, swang, samurai. I am Shem, Su, Hor, son of Heheru. I am him, king, crown, rings, that's who I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns, sword, swang, samurai. I am Shem, Su, Hor, son of Heheru. Words powerful, Hekau. See, prove you can feel the roots. Gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors now, make some room. But I is now speaking through me and trust me.
of the Natiru presents Becoming the Djed, Accountability, a Primordial Vision by Djed Sdm Maa Hmt Paut. Before I introduce the brothers on the panel, we will begin as we do every week with our beautiful affirmation. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Unki Maat, NS, Nintet or Set Maat, Menhapapat Maat, Her Inhuqui, Per Iku. I live for Maat. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Maat. Every day I advance towards Maat. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, everybody. I am the mighty Atef Rem Kemaat, esteemed brethren, as a devoted disciple of the master teacher, Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. I humbly serve as your guide and host within the sacred halls of the House of Aten. Each week we gather here to immerse ourselves in the profound teachings of Ma'at, embarking on a journey of enlightenment. Within this sanctuary, we explore the depths of truth, drawing wisdom from ancient artifacts and the profound teachings passed down by the great Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment extends beyond these gatherings. As a true-hearted devotee, I strive to live and breathe the principles of Ma'at, showing love for my people and resonating with the sacred vibrations of MDWNTR. I stand as a steadfast guardian of Ma'at, protecting the sacred laws that govern our existence within the House of Aten. Next, we have the mighty Menku Ra Mary Ma'at, is a student of the master teacher Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra and a follower of Ma'at. Menku Ra is the Heb, the festivities organizer in the House of Aten, cultural enlightenment advisor and teacher, developer of the Pathways to Awakening, a director and producer of documentaries, and a researcher of ancient civilizations, and a researcher of the knowledge of spells. Next, we have the mighty Ani Pata Aten Tahuti Tati, Vizier, Overseer of Administration of the House of Aten, Chief Treasurer, Shesh Nasut, Royal Scribe of Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, Scribe of Ra, Reciter of Aku, Effective Words of Conscious Light, One Great of Heka, Excellent of Magic, Technology, Architect of Tahuti, Bull of Ma'at, Truly Silent One, Controller of Temper, Most Expert in his calling, Protector of the Natiru, Neb Aker, Lord of Excellence, Son of the Great Unifier, Nut, Holder of the Secrets of the Duat, Smawi Sekmi, One skilled in the arts of music and poetry, Hemp Netta Tepi and Sheshet, High Priest of Sheshet, Saba in MDWNTR, Teacher of the Divine Language, Embodiment of Patah's Writing Board and Tahuti's Mirror, Leader with the Heart, Ak Sep Eb, Great of Humility, Servant of the People, Tahuti manifests in him, Heru manifests in him as Patah, Neb Ma'at, Lord of Truth, Shimsu Netu, Messenger and follower of the Natiru, Patah Ani Aten Tahuti, a living netter upon earth who lives in Ma'at, Djed Usir, life, stability, and wealth. And without further ado, I'll present her for the night, the great, the Djed Sdm, Primordial Thought 9 as a seeker of divine wisdom, the wisdom with universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the House of Aten. Welcome to Peace and love, great brother.
What's up, great brother? Not sure if you know, but your screen is black.
I see it now, bro. I'm looking like, where's my face at? Okay, I'm gonna try to log off and come back in. How was my introduction? Was y'all able to hear it?
Yes.
Too many buttons, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, brother. There's way too many buttons. Hotep, peace and love.
That my eye, peace and love. great brothers, Hotep Hindu, everyone live with us here at the House of Aten, or watching on the playback as well, Hotep Maa Hmt. Everyone, please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure that you hit that bell next to the subscribe button. Make sure that your notifications are set to all of our notifications. I had to do that myself. I noticed I wasn't receiving notifications from live and checked, and the bell wasn't set to all. So definitely have to do that. Make sure you get those notifications. Support links into the top of the chat. Those who want to support the House of Aten, what we're doing, our creations, our teachings, this growth. Utilize those Cash App and the PayPal into the top, and they're also bio. Hotep, great brother Djed.
Hey, Hotep, peace, peace, peace. Hey, it's funny because while you were saying that, I did the walkthrough and I was like, hey, I'm already subscribed. Let me click this little arrow down. And it was at personalized. So when you said click all, I started laughing like, well, okay, well, cool, Tua, because you just helped me out. I definitely didn't know that, but yeah, Tua for that. Hey, we doing good, man. Everything's good. Definitely excited for this presentation. You know, hey, yeah, things are switching up, so we doing good, man. Feeling good. Class was good yesterday. I was rewatching the pod class yesterday, and yeah, Saba's Saba on a whole nother level. I mean, I know y'all know that, and people who have been already rocking with us for you know, since we've been on here, they know that already. But for the new people, anybody who's watching in the future or right now who's watching, you know, hey, go check out the Tahuti pod class and just check it out. You know, see what you think. You know what I mean? Everybody's always looking for truth. Truth is always you know, you can follow it, you can't catch it. So it's always more to learn. There's always more to pursue, and just follow it, right? So yeah, check that out, man. You know, we doing good, feeling good. The out's good. It's a beautiful day. I know everybody done lost an hour, so you know what I mean, mentally it feels weird, right? But then, you know, we'll fall back into it, and then, you know, as that becomes normal, you know, everybody's like, you know, once fall comes and people's like, hey, now we went back an hour. So, you know, it's always a trickery with the coup a little bit, with the body, with the circadian rhythm. But yeah, man, we here, we feeling good. How you great brothers feeling?
Feeling at Kurt, great brother, up for asking. Feeling well. Looking forward to share with us. Excited, great brother.
Hotep, I'm feeling great. How's my mic now? How's my visuals, my mic? How's it sound? Hotep. Yeah, I feel good, brother. I'm definitely looking forward to this presentation as well. Feeling accurate. I totally agree with you. Saba is absolutely on a whole nother level. And, you know, that's what we're doing here. We just building brick by brick. So, you know, this is the House of Aten, the original Axemen, back to the source. We continuously smashing. So, you know, definitely looking forward to this elevation. I see you got some new visuals in the background. I love it. I love what's going on. I love the advancement and the, you know, the motivation, great brother. So, Hotep, new to you, girl, brother. Looking forward to this.
Absolutely. Give Ra. At other. Hope you all. Oh. Okay. Abatu. Nice. Loved. Masa Tut Maka Aksa Fek. Moderator. House of Peace and love. Brother 2x4. Moderator. Thanks. Batu Amu. Out. Second moderator. Steps of Moon got it. Wonderful. Netter Day. Okay, I'll go back. Oh, okay. Let me take one of these filters off. It should be good now. To a great brother for that. Yeah, y'all, everyone in the chat are like my secondary technical engineers. So anything that ain't working right, always let me know so we can correct it. So to our great brother for that. And yes, before we get started, I'll just show the support links here for everyone. And yes, here's our PayPal and our Cash App. PayPal / House of Aten, and the PayPal, or excuse me, the Cash App is the House of Aten. And to everyone who supports, which really assists us in building a lot of the things that we're doing behind the scenes for everyone. So Uncle Jaseneb, again, if I always say, you know, if something don't exist, we have to create it. We all have things that we want to see change. We all have things that we want to see implemented in the planet, and we have to be the ones to do it. So to everyone who individually puts themselves in that position to step up and assist us in creating something that just doesn't exist on the planet, and reestablishing Ma'at, and allow it to grow, to reach the people who really want to live a life of Ma'at, but do not know that the House of Aten exists. So every day is a day to provide a service to assist the totality of the people. So Tuan Henu, again, we have social media as well, so everyone make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok, House of Aten. Everything is at House of Aten. To everyone who shares the reels that we post every day to your platform, share them to your stories. All of that definitely helps with the engagement. And to Aminette for the works that she does on the social media side. It's a beautiful thing. So we'll go ahead and pass it to the great brother, the Djed Sdm Maa. If you're ready, great brother.
Hey, we ready. Definitely ready. Two off of that.
All right, I'm gonna make you big screen.
All right, let's go. All right, peace. Hotel. Hey, we definitely taking a new step in a more personal direction. That's why it's called Becoming the Djed, accountability. Because I got to do my part, right? So it's easy for me to give advice or say things, but I want to be a living example to everyone who's watching here and in the future. It's definitely important to me to take on the challenge to be held accountable and to really become my rent, right? It's not just something that is that's just given to you, and then you just kind of walk around with it like it's a avatar name. No, I really want to embody my rent, and it starts with you know, looking in the mirror, focusing on myself, being an example, not only to y'all, but first to myself and then to Maa Hmt. That means family for those who are watching who are not aware of that. It's changing, being better than what I was yesterday, and evolving. So these videos will be my journey with these presentations. Will definitely be more on a personal matter. When I started off with the awakening and like the great debate, and then like drug wars, you know what I mean, with, you know, attacking the dopamine. If you go watch those videos, they're definitely things that you know, that deals within myself, and I always want to just always focus on me to see how I can become better, and that's important. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. I won't hold y'all crazy long. I want y'all to be able to listen to these things, because these videos help me out, especially my own videos, because I talk to myself first before I talk to anybody. These videos help me when I replay them, when I watch them, and I spend time with them on my way driving to work, or, you know, these videos help remind me. So I'm not just putting these things out just to do my part, right? Like, there's no fluff to any of this. This is really me. And it's what I do, like, right? Like what's been going on since my last presentation. And what I'm loving about this is that it's definitely going to hold me accountable, because this is the initiation to the start of, you know what I mean, the journey, becoming the Djed, right? So now I have to be accountable every time I present, right? And this is what helps me practice. It gives me discipline within myself. It holds me accountable because I'm showing y'all. I'm literally being here, and I'm presenting me, right? You won't get all of me because, hey, you know, that comes, you know, you got to hold some things personal within your life, because, you know, hey, we on the internet, man. So y'all know how that go. But you will get a piece of me and what I'm doing on my day. And it's about growth. So everything you see is things that I do, things that I come across and I want to share. And these are things that I'm really telling myself. These are things that I'm reading, that I watch, that I see, that hits me, that impacts me a different way. So I want y'all to enjoy. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Shouts out to my brothers who on the panel who definitely inspire me and being there for me. And shouts out to my Saba Tahuti. You know, hey Saba, you know, we keeping it moving forward. Like I said, hey, it's accountability, and I know that I want to represent the House of Aten just as well as my brothers who's on the panel want to represent the House of Aten. So here's the start of everything, and we ain't got nothing. Ain't no choice but to persevere and move forward, right? So, hey, I hope y'all enjoy Hotep Henu, and yeah, let's make it happen.
Welcome to House of Atan, where style, knowledge, and rewards meet. Discover a world of trendy apparel, stylish accessories, elegant home decor, and insightful ebooks, all in one place. But that's not all. Tune into pod classes for exclusive content. Stay connected with our vibrant social media community. Earn points with every purchase and unlock exclusive discounts. Your journey to fashion, inspiration, and saving starts here. Visit us now at houseofatan.com and start earning rewards today. Hashtag House of Atan, hashtag shop and earn, hashtag style meets knowledge.
You can feel the roofs gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors down, make some room. Maa is now speaking through me, and trust me, this is who you will respect if you choose or not. It is now, not soon. You are not the same as I. We do not have the same sight. We do not have the same eye. We don't just talk, we apply. From the waters in the sky, I spoke my name into life. I spoke my name to bring life, to bring life. Look outside in all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside and all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature.
Is beneficial to a son who willingly hears. For when what is heard takes root in the hearer, he who has heard will become one worthy himself of being heard. It is good to hear, and it is good to speak, but he who can hear possesses what is advantageous. Hearing is beneficial to the hearer. Hearing is better than everything, for through it, good affection comes into being. Air magic. First thing I do when I start my day, giving honor and praise unto the natural, giving great Madu unto myself. I remind myself that this is the first person I interact with when I rise. I deal with self. It's a very powerful thing to stare into your own eyes and speak. Many things have changed in my life by consistently doing this ritual. It's how I start my day. It's very, very, very powerful. And I make sure that I set time to do this right here. It is necessary, it is needed. Tua, to Maa Paut, the Natira.
Been taught it matters what you're going to add to it to create the complete picture. If you've never heard of Ludwig Cramp in your life, go research, go find out who this is. Most people, because of cognitive dissonance, they're against things that they first hear about, but you can't be against something that you've never heard of before. You never had You never had a teaching against it, but prior to. Go look up these things. Go find out. Why are these areas named this? What is it they're hiding? When they know the truth of what the indigenous name is, why do they still go by the invader's name? It is an agreement that they are going by. They all agree to it, even when they find out this is not called this. They don't change what the agreement was. It doesn't matter if the word Desi means 10. We will stick to December being the 12th. We've corrected it. We figured out Desi means 10, Sept means 7, but we're still going to call this the ninth month. We're still going to keep. We know that the natives never called this Egypt. We know these people never call themselves this, but it doesn't matter. Kuku will always be Cheops. Even if nobody in history called them Cheops. It doesn't matter. They stick with the frequency. It's the frequency alteration that they stick with. Okay? Sinuseret will always be Sisosterus. Where'd the S come from? Sisosterus. His name is Sinu Suret. What's Sisosterus? What is that even? That's not a translation into the Greek language. Understand, this is a psyop. This is not. In Greece, we always have this word called Sisosterus. And now that we see Sinuseret, we're just translating it into Greek. Because in Greek, we say Sisosterus. Show me the word Sisosterus prior to Sinuseret, prior to Sinuseret's knowledge. It's not translating it. It's purposely changing letters to change the frequency. They purposely change things to change the frequency so that you can't trace it to what the discipline. The psyops is to remove the discipline from you. That's what it is. Not your ancestry, not all that. Your discipline. Not your ancestry. My E1B151 ancestor group. Okay, now you know all that. Give me the Nathan's hot dog. I'm 51E151B12. I know my ancestors. I went to ancestors.com. I come from this tribe. I come from that tribe. Give me the Avengers movie and I'll take extra butter on that popcorn. I'm E1B1. But the original people were disciplined. The focus of the psyops is to remove the discipline from you. Not your ancestry, the discipline. The discipline from you. That's what it's all about. No Chinese man is out there saying, and I'm 5'1" yellow man, 5'13". No, he's disciplined. He lives a particular type of lifestyle, and it keeps him in sync with the culture, the lifestyle. Every culture was disciplined. Every culture had a ranking system. New conscious movements don't have a ranking system and don't have any kind of discipline. That's the psyops. You think you are what you are because you're born looking like something. I don't look anything like Scribe. Don't tell me and Scribe are the same race. We're not. I don't look anything like him. Scribe doesn't look the Djed Sdm looks nothing like Amun, does he? But the racial phenotype of the Scribe had the hair of the racial nose of my ancestors. Which ancestors? Which one look like Sinbad and which one look like Wesley Snipes? The laziness is to think that you're something because you're born as something, so that you don't have to do anything. I'm born this, so I'm just proud to be. I'm proud to be because I'm born it. You're supposed to be proud to be what you do. I'm not proud of a black serial killer. I'm not proud of a black rapist. But he's black. You should be proud to be black. Being black, being anything, doesn't mean you can't do anything, does it? Djed, being Chinese, being something, does that mean that you can't do something?
Not at all.
Chinese men don't rape? No, they do. But the Taoists rape. Huh? What happened? The Buddhists rape? Asian men do, but the Buddhists do. So to be a Buddhist, you can't do that. To be Asian, you can. Because there's nothing about being Asian that has any type of law, code, system, or moral value. It doesn't matter. All of that doesn't matter. What matters is what's the discipline. So once they remove the names of things, it removes the discipline.
Accountability is a fundamental principle in personal, professional, and social spheres of life. It refers to the responsibility individuals have to uphold their commitments, behaviors, and beliefs, ensuring that their actions align with their words. This principle is especially crucial when an individual holds a role that involves teaching or guiding others. Whether as a parent, educator, leader, or mentor, practicing what one teaches establishes credibility, fosters trust, and encourages a culture of integrity. Accountability is more than just taking responsibility for one's actions. It involves consistency, honesty, and ethical behavior. It is the foundation upon which reliability and trust are built. When individuals hold themselves accountable, they accept both the successes and failures of their actions, using them as learning opportunities. This characteristic is essential in both personal and professional settings, as it fosters growth, discipline, and moral character. Integrity is a core component of accountability. A person who lacks accountability often struggles with maintaining integrity. Practicing what one teaches means aligning one's actions with their proclaimed values, ensuring consistency between words and deeds. When individuals fail to uphold their teachings, they risk losing credibility and respect. Leaders, educators, and mentors who practice accountability inspires others to do the same, creating a culture of honesty and ethical behavior. Accountability is particularly significant for those in leadership and educational roles. Leaders who do not practice what they preach risk losing the trust of their followers. A reasonable leader exemplifies the values they promote, encouraging their subordinates to adhere to ethical standards. Similarly, educators have a duty to set an example for their students. If teachers advocate for honesty, hard work, and discipline, but fail to exhibit these qualities themselves, they undermine their own teachings. The effectiveness of education and leadership depends on the integrity and accountability of those in authoritative positions. You see, accountability contributes significantly to personal growth. Individuals who hold themselves responsible for their actions are more likely to set and achieve meaningful goals. By practicing self-discipline and acknowledging mistakes, individuals can foster resilience and adaptability. Self-accountability encourages continuous improvement and personal excellence, leading to a more fulfilling life. Therefore, being accountable to oneself promotes a sense of self-worth and confidence, which are essential for success in various aspects of life. Beyond personal benefits, accountability has a profound impact on society. A culture that values accountability promotes fairness, justice, and trust. When individuals and organizations practice accountability, society functions more efficiently and harmoniously. In contrast, a lack of accountability leads to corruption, dishonesty, and social decay. Institutions that prioritize accountability ensures transparency and ethical governance, which are essential for social progress. Accountability requires deliberate effort. Some effective strategies include setting clear goals and expectations. Establishing specific objectives helps individuals stay focused and responsible for their progress. Seeking feedback, constructive criticism from peers, mentors, or colleagues can help individuals identify areas for improvement. Practicing self-reflection. Regularly assessing one's actions and decisions fosters self-awareness and growth. Embracing responsibility, accepting consequences for one's actions rather than making excuses cultivates a sense of ownership and maturity. Surrounding oneself with accountable individuals. Being in an environment where accountability is valued encourages similar behavior. Accountability is often challenging to maintain. Fear of failure, external pressures, and a lack of discipline can hinder a person's ability to be accountable. Overcoming these challenges requires a mindset shift, viewing mistakes as learning opportunities rather than failures encourages growth. Building a support system of mentors, peers, and role models can reinforce accountability. Accountability is a crucial virtue that enhances personal integrity, leadership, and effectiveness, and social well-being. Practicing what one teaches is essential for credibility, trust, and ethical behavior. Whether in leadership, education, or personal development, accountability fosters growth, responsibility, and moral excellence. By implementing strategies to maintain accountability and overcoming challenges associated with it, individuals can lead by example and contribute positively to their communities. Ultimately, accountability is not just a responsibility, but a fundamental pillar of a meaningful and honorable life. Hotep. A deep and powerful bond that transcends blood relations and connections. Individuals through shared values, experiences, and mutual respect. It is a concept that has been celebrated across cultures, religions, and societies, emphasizing unity, support, and the idea that people are stronger together than they are apart. Brotherhood fosters cooperation, loyalty, and selflessness, playing a crucial role in building strong communities, friendships, and even global connections. The most basic form of brotherhood exists within families. Biological brothers often share an unbreakable connection, supporting each other through life's challenges and successes. This familiar brotherhood is built on trust, shared childhood experiences, and unconditional love. Even in cases where conflicts arise, the bond between brothers remain resilient due to their shared history and deep understanding of one another. Beyond blood relations, brotherhood extends to close friendships where individuals treat each other like family. This type of brotherhood is formed through mutual respect, loyalty, and support. Many lifelong friendships are often described as brotherly due to the deep emotional connection and willingness to stand by each other in difficult times. Brotherhood is built upon several fundamental values that strengthen relationships and promote harmony in society. Loyalty. True brotherhood is characterized by unwavering support and commitment to one another, even in difficult times. Trust. A strong sense of trust allows brothers, whether related by blood or bond, to rely on each other. Selflessness. Brotherhood often requires putting others before oneself, ensuring collective well-being. Compassion and empathy. Understanding and sharing in the struggles of others fosters deep connections and emotional bonds. Unity and cooperation. Brotherhood thrives when individuals work together towards a common goal, prioritizing the collective good over individual interest. Positive aspects. Maintaining brotherhood can be challenging due to personal conflicts, misunderstandings, and societal divisions. Some of the key threats to brotherhood include ego and pride. When individuals prioritize their own pride over unity, conflicts arise. Jealousy and competition. Rivalries can weaken the bond of brotherhood, especially when personal ambitions overshadows collective progress. Discrimination and prejudice, racial, religion, and social division often prevent true brotherhood from flourishing. Betrayal and mistrust. A breach of trust can damage relationships and weaken the foundation of brotherhood. Strong brotherly bonds, individuals and societies must practice forgiveness. Holding grudges weakens relationships. Forgiveness strengthens them. Communicate openly. Honest and open discussions prevent misunderstandings. Support each other. Being there in times of need strengthens trust and unity. Promote inclusivity. Welcoming diversity and treating others with respect encourages a sense of brotherhood beyond differences. Lead with kindness. Small acts of kindness and empathy can go a long way in nurturing brotherly love. Brotherhood is a vital force that binds people together, creating strong relationships, communities, and nations. Whether in family, friendships, religious groups, organizations, or social movements, the essence of brotherhood lies in unity, loyalty, and selflessness. Although challenges exist, fostering brotherhood through understanding, communication, and empathy can lead to a more harmonious and connected world. In a time when divisions and conflicts often dominate society, embracing the spirit of brotherhood can be a powerful step toward peace and cooperation. Hotep.
You learn how to chunk this shit down. Like, oh my God, man, I'm at mile 100. How the fuck am I gonna get to mile 118? Everything becomes, you start to learn life out there, and you learn so much in such a condensed period of time, and nothing in the world can do it like pushing yourself to the absolute limit. I call it like, so people have talent. People have a lot of talent. And this is going beyond your talent. So when there's no more talent, what happens to you? Most people quit. People only go to their talent level. And once their talent level is gone, it becomes a mental game. The whole mental game sets in then. And most people can only perform to their talent. And they realize, man, why am I always messing up right here? Why is this like my big hurdle? It's because you're performing to your talent. And then after that, your mind has nothing for you. Nothing for you. I see fighters, I see runners, I see people who they're great, but they get to the edge of their talent. It's like, fuck, man, what's up? Because you're now at the point now where your talent ain't gonna do shit for you, my friend. Now it's the mental game. And that's where people get lost in life, get lost in that next level. And that next level is found for me in the things that I do. I'm just misunderstood.
Yeah. Your money does nothing for nobody, right? So, and this is what we got to think about. I think it is really fucked up for a man to be obese. I think you're an asshole if you're obese.
Wow.
I think you're a bad person.
Wow.
Especially if you have a family. You know why I say that? You don't care about your people so much to where you're going to keep eating, stress them out, trying to get you out the house into the hospital and back and forth and all the stress that they got to deal with because of your eating patterns.
Right.
You can
change that.
You can change. So when I was a youngster,
to continue striving towards a goal despite difficulties, failures, and obstacles. It is one of the most crucial qualities for success in any area of life. Whether in education, career, sports, relationships, or personal development, those who possess perseverance exhibit resilience, determination, and an unwavering spirit in the face of adversity. Perseverance is often described as a combination of grit, endurance, and persistence. It is not merely about working hard, but about continuing to push forward despite repeated failures or discouragement. People who persevere do not allow setbacks to define them. Instead, they learn from their mistakes and use them as stepping stones toward success. Psychologist Angela Duckworth, in her research on grit, highlights that perseverance coupled with passion is a defining characteristic of high achievers. It is not always natural talent or intelligence that leads to success, but rather the ability to ensure hardship and maintain focus on long-term goals. Perseverance is essential for various reasons. Achieving long-term goals, many great achievements require sustained effort over long periods. Whether becoming a doctor, building a business, or mastering a skill, perseverance ensures that individuals remain committed even when progress seems slow. Overcoming failures and setbacks. Failure is an inevitable part of life. Those who persevere see failures as learning opportunities rather than reasons to quit. They analyze their mistakes, make adjustments, and continue moving forward. Building resilience. Perseverance strengthens mental resilience, enabling individuals to cope with hardships, rejection, and disappointments. This quality is crucial in both personal and professional life. Inspiring others, those who persevere serve as role models for others. Their stories inspire and motivate others to remain persistent in their own struggles. While some people may have natural tendencies toward perseverance, it is a skill that can be cultivated. Set clear goals. Having a strong purpose and clear objectives can help maintain focus during difficult times. Maintain a positive mindset, believing in one's ability and focusing on progress rather than failures fosters perseverance. Learn from failures. Instead of viewing setbacks as permanent, analyze them, adjust strategies, and try again. Stay disciplined. Consistent effort, even when motivation is low, leads to long-term success. Seek support. Surrounding oneself with supportive and like-minded individuals can provide encouragement during tough times. Perseverance is a vital quality that differentiates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up. It enables individuals to overcome obstacles, learn from failures, and remain committed to their goals despite hardships. From historical figures to everyday individuals, those who persist despite challenges ultimately found of integrity, who is the possessor of true wealth, and in the court he conquers like a crocodile. Your heart, make your mind firm. Do not steer with your tongue. The tongue of a man is the steering oar of a boat, but the Lord of all is its pilot. Nice with the hot-tempered man, nor approach him to converse. In speech, so that you may be strong. For the strength of a king is his tongue. Words are mightier than any struggle, and no one can outsmart him who is skilled of heart. But you will sit secure upon the throne. The wise man is a bulwark, even for officials. And those who are aware of his knowledge dare not assail him. No evil happens in his presence, but Ma'at comes to him refined, like the counsels of what was said by our ancestors. Authority. Be patient when you are listening to the words of a petitioner. Do not dismiss him until he has completely unburdened himself of what he had planned to say to you. Repeat slander, and do not listen to it, for it is but the prating of a churlish man. Repeat only what is seen, not what is heard, or forget it and say nothing at all. For he who is listening to you can discern what is trustworthy. Do not be haughty because of your knowledge, but take counsel with the unlearned man as well as with the learned. For no one has ever attained perfection of competence, and there is no craftsman who has acquired full mastery. Good advice is rarer than emeralds, but yet it may be found even among women at the grindstones. Most of those who quarrel do not stand, for from a word there comes a quarrel, and from a quarrel is stirred up vexation, and from vexation comes killing. Let your word from your mouth until it is examined in your heart, for it is better for a man to trip with his foot than to trip with his tongue. Hard into a fight. Hold back when you pass a tumult. Do not separate two men who are raging. The dispute turns against him who would judge it. He who counsels another becomes the enemy. At peace is he who hears not, provokes not. It is the other man who rouses hostility. Safe is he who shuts his mouth. Reproaches turn into fighting words. That your way of life be blameless. Keep yourself far from every evil. Guard yourself against the blemish of greediness, for it is a grave affliction of an incurable disease, and those who fall into it cannot recover. The man of your own station discuss the reply, and take care of speaking thoughtlessly. When a man's heart is upset, words travel faster than wind over water. He is ruined and created by his tongue when he speaks slander. You should establish respect for yourself through knowledge and through courtesy in speech. Do not be domineering except in official matters, for the aggressive man meets with trouble. Do not be arrogant, lest you be brought low. Do not be silent, but yet be cautious of causing offense when you answer a speech angrily. Man of trust, one who sits in the counsel of his Lord. Direct your attention towards excellence. Your silence will be more profitable than babbling. So speak only when you know that you are qualified to do so. It is only the proficient who should speak in counsel, for speech is more difficult than any craft, and only the competent can endow it with authority. Emulate your fathers and your forefathers, and attain success through knowledge. Behold, their words endure in writing. Open and read them, so that you may emulate their knowledge. One who is proficient will become knowledgeable. Be among leaders, in charge of the guidance of the many. Search thyself for every flaw thoroughly, until there exists in your compartment no fault. Great is Maa Hmt, and ever at the ready.
As a person, decide that you're not gonna lie anymore, and that whatever problem that you have, you're going to deal with that problem right then where it presents itself. It'll show you a whole new side of you.
Sounding good, great brother. I can hear you.
Great brother. I don't know what my speaker is. I don't know, brother. That was phenomenal, great brother. That was hey, look. I'm gonna share something with y'all. Look at my eyes, bro. I was overwhelmed with emotion, great brother. That was completely unexpected. I don't know what's going on, but I'm loving it, and I definitely want to give you your hinu. First, I want to tell you I love you, great brother, and I love this frequency. I love what's going on here. Yeah, I was sitting up here, man. I was, man, the whole time I was sitting up here, I got real. Look, when you see my eyes is puffy, bro. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful what's going on here, and it's good to know that the material exists, right? It's good to know that I'm on the right path, and that I'm on the right path with a great set of brothers. Forgive me if my voice is a little shaky, because I'm definitely overwhelmed and with positive Hekkai energy. Saba name me Rem. If y'all know what that mean, and me weeping, I don't know. It's beautiful, man. I love it, brother. I love how you started with the commercial and the promotion of the House of Aten, and we don't know what each other's gonna do, what our presentations are gonna look like, what we're gonna present. None of us know what the other brother is doing, but it's not even a but. We're on a frequency. Ma'at is the frequency. Ma'at is the foundation. So there's no apprehension. I look forward to your presentations. I look forward to what Ani is gonna bring. I look forward to what Minku is gonna bring. And I don't know what I'm doing, other than just doing my best to be accountable. And I had a lot going on today, just in general, a lot of challenges, and it's good to know that the support is there, good brother. It's good to know that the support is there, and that the support is what it's supposed to be, right? Because you could be supported by negativity. You could be supported by the ISFET, if that's what you call support. Your foundation could be something other than Ma'at. And I truly don't know what my emotions are other than gratitude right now. You know, just being grateful that that I'm in alignment with you, great brother, and that I'm in alignment with the Natiru, and that the foundation is Ma'at. You know, this was very, very, very powerful. I love the personal story and the visuals of, you know, your personal journey, and the accountability. You know, that's what we embody here at the House of Aten. Hindu, our great teacher. I had so many different emotions as you was teaching, great brother. As your presentation was playing, it was, I had so many Nephra emotions, because it was nothing negative. It's nothing, these aren't, I'm just, what's in you must come out. So, you know, that's the goal, is to be reborn every day, is to Kepara. So, you know, a lot of times it doesn't for me, a lot of times I don't understand it. I don't necessarily I don't fight it. I don't fight the growth, you know. I just evaluate whatever is going on, and I evaluate it, and I weigh it. I weigh it on the scale of Ma'at, and then I just keep moving, even if I don't truly understand it. You know, when we first started, our need was, the brothers, we gonna do a book study, and I'm like, a book study? Like, I love the book. I'm still trying to understand it. And that's where we started at. And I had no knowledge of the programs or all. I had the book, but I didn't know how to work the programs on the computer, to do a presentation, to even share my screen, much less create a visual presentation or be a teacher. I had no desire to be a teacher other than to teach my children and my family. I didn't know that that's what this was. But I knew that the frequency was right. Same thing when I saw Saba at first. When I first saw him, I didn't know what I was witnessing, but I knew that the frequency was right, so it didn't matter. Right? I was gonna evaluate it and use my Eve to do that. So to be where we're at right now, and we're still building, we're still in the foundational stages of the House of Aten. But to stand alongside you, great brother, as you evolve and progress with your presentations, you know, your visual presentations, and just sharing your personal journey. And, you know, it's a reminder to be accountable for me, because this is what we do here, is be accountable. And it was a conversation that I was having prior to. Man, maybe that's what it was, right? I was in alignment with Saba, because next week I'm reading the story of Consenheb, and Saba touched on that yesterday, and I was overwhelmed with, I don't know what I was feeling. I'm like, you know, what's going on here? It just, what's going on is that I'm in alignment, and I have to stay in alignment, and I love this frequency. And you know, I don't even know if what I'm saying is resonating, brother, but this presentation truly resonated with me, with my Eve, and I thank you for it, and I hope that people appreciate it, because that's really what we have to do. We have to you know, grow and get better, and evolve and continue to push ourselves. And again, I'm telling everyone that I had no idea that it would lead to this. Only thing that I knew was that when I heard Saba and saw him on Killer Priest and what he was saying, it resonated with my Eve. And so I continued to listen. And then I got the book, and then it turned into Study Guide Sundays. And now we're here, you know, making, sharing with the world, you know, our journey. And I had no desire to do that. I truly didn't. But I'm grateful that I did. I'm grateful that I'm following my heart, and I'm being reminded by the Natiru every single moment, every decision that you know, that I'm in alignment. And this presentation reminds me to stay in alignment, to stay accountable to myself, right? To be accountable to my family, like, you know. So I truly thank you for this. I love the Sebaid, you know, the all of them that you share with us. It just flows so beautifully. I love the music, the tones in the background. Yeah, this was, I was writing down, bro. I had my pen and pad. You see, I have my little pad and pen, and I turned around and I watched it on the TV because I like to immerse myself in it, you know, just as a spectator. You know, I'm here with you brothers, but I'm a fan. You know, I'm a fan too. You know, I'm a supporter. I'm a supporter of you. So I turned around, turned my computer down, and I was watching it, and I would try to turn and to write and take notes, but I was stuck, bro. I was stuck, and I was overwhelmed with emotion, with joy, with gratitude, and I couldn't even write down my notes, man. I barely can speak right now because I'm pushing through it. I'm doing exactly what you said. I love how you showed Cat Williams. That was great what he said about the lie and addressing it. I love that you showed this great brother right here, David Goggins. You know I love them books, so I have to show the book. I love that you showed that. Again, more synchronicity, more of being in alignment, you know. Yeah, brother, I'll keep talking because man, this is great, brother. Tua, man, Tua and Hinu to our great teacher, Saba Tahuti Amahotep Ra, Hinu to our great brother Ani for whatever he saw, whatever he knew that I didn't know. I had no idea. And you know, the foundation that was established early on, you know, Hinu to that foundation. Hinu to Maa, Hinu to the Natiru. Yeah, brother, this is phenomenal, brother. Continue to evolve and push yourself and grow, and I hope the people, I really hope the people appreciate it the way that I do, because I'm definitely looking forward to running this back again. I gotta go take a shower. I don't know, the water just do something to me. I just gotta go. And then I'm gonna come back because man, my Eve is, man, I had chills, bro. I was watching it and I was planning on taking a bunch of notes, but I was stuck, man. I was truly stuck. In a good way though, in a really good way, because it resonated with my Eve. So, you know, I'll end with that, and just Hotep Hinu to you, to your Aoud, to the house of Aten, of course to our great Saba Tahuti Amahotep Ra, Hinu to the great brother Minku, sending you much Mary Heka, and you know, to all the supporters, everyone that supports us and keeps us motivated and inspired. Great brother, this was very inspiring, you know, very motivational, very inspiring, very uplifting. You know, when I say that I was stuck and I had tears in my eyes, bro, the whole time, right? And you know, I have to be accountable to share that with you because it's about telling the truth. So I'm just being honest. That's what was going on. That's what's on my Eve. And you know, you can't fake this, man. I can't fake it. You know, that's the toughness. That's what being tough is. It's pushing through and being accountable to yourself and having integrity and continuing to take care of your family and take care of yourself first and take care of your family and continue to push forward and stay in alignment with whatever frequency you choose to. So Hotep Hinu to you, great brother.
A tough dua for that, brother. Tua. That was the intention. I realized that even in emotions, reciprocity is given in with that, right? So in order to tap into people's internal feelings and their emotions. I have to give a piece of myself, and that's reciprocity in itself. So once again, you've made me realize even more that the more I deal with me and share that, it's just as powerful as tapping in with others. That's why it's very important. Like when you do an introduction and you're reading about what I want to put forth, that's it. And I know that it's going to start with me. It's just being accountable for myself, and it's so important just for myself, right? That cognitive dissonance, right? I'm trying to remove the dissonance. I'm trying to have the consistency within me, so that I may be the Djed Sdm Maa Hmt. It's very important, right? So I have to put me there. I have to put me out there. I know a lot of people don't do that. They just teach, and they teach on a whatever level. But like, so I would say, like, when they shut the camera off, they're, this and that, right? Outside of what they present themselves on these platforms. So these are important to me. It's good because like I said, I'm sharing with you all, right? But I'm looking at myself on the screen, and I'm like, man, I don't like what I see. Like, I don't like the way I look physically. It looks different. It looks different on screen than what I see when I'm in the bathroom getting ready or whatever, like, right? Like, so how I view myself, I don't like what I see. So if I don't like what I see, this right here holds me accountable to, okay, well, we'll deal with it then. You don't like what you see, be a change. And so I love this because I'm literally showing everyone this is my accountability. Like, this is me staring at myself. And this goes beyond. This is not just this ain't a workout thing. Like, this is not I'm just trying to do something physically. I've done it before, and you'll express that as the journey goes on. You'll be able to see that, right? So it's more than just a workout. It's literally removing who I was yesterday and becoming the Djed. Letting the Djed Sdm Maa Hmt take possession of this cot and come forth this conscious light as a great offering to the Natiru, as a great altar to the Natiru, and being that. So I love that I took the the step to do this, because now there is no turning back for me, right? It's like, for me, when I wake up early in the rising to go work out, once I wake up and get out of bed, the workout has started for me, right? So if I get back into bed, I'm a quitter, and I can't have that. That's one thing that I can't have on my eve. So now that I've done this, I have to be accountable because it's there now. It's forever printed, and now it's boom. Okay, now we got to be the Djed, right? So as you see the thumbnail, shouts out to Patah. As you see the thumbnail, it's sculpting, becoming the Djed, right? It's becoming. It's the beginning process of being the Djed, the Asar, the backbone, the stability, and that's important to me. So that's why you see what you see. and I just give some, some clarity to that. So Tua to you, great brother. Tough, definitely. It's a beautiful thing, great brother, and y'all inspire me, man. So I just want to be better. I hold myself to a particular standard, so I have to be consistent at, and this had to happen for myself. It had to happen. So I see a vision. I see where I want to be in the distance. So yeah, this had to happen, and the minutes on it is going to be different. You know what I mean? I know, y'all know I'm used to throwing at least 45 minutes to an hour, but I have to be transparent, right? Like, this has to be what it is, right? So this is what I've been doing, and the videos that you see that I've shared from other people like David Goggins and Mike Rashid or Cat Williams at the end. These are things that truly touch me, right? Like, these are things that truly impact me when I come across something, and I really just it does something within me. So I want to share that. This is what's going on. This is why I call it primordial vision. This is what I'm seeing, and this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm reading, right? And I want to imbue these things, and I wanted to change what is happening within me. So do up to that, great brother. I appreciate you, and those was definitely some Nefer words. So Tefanu.
Any great brother, you already know, good brother. Hotep.
Hotep. Mic check. Can I be heard?
Loud and clear, brother.
All right. Tua Hinu.
And yes, the Hekau really works.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, that was phenomenal, great brother. First, I want to give you dua just for your vulnerability. That's such a beautiful thing to see and observe. And you do that phenomenal. Atef as well. Just the vulnerability, that strong brothers can show is very important to showcase that, because the Matrix has created something which takes away a power and that ability to really dig within and express and be free of outside judgment or thought or whatever that people prevent themselves from going to that space. Creates a superpower. So Tua for doing that. So Nefer, and because most people would never even attempt to begin to do something like this because of the reason why you said you do it, to create an accountability system. And most people are afraid of that, because this takes real bravery. It's real courage to come forward in this way, to put yourself out there, to create a system of accountability. And this is something that is very rare, and I know because it's part of the reason why I do certain things, to put myself in certain positions, to hold myself accountable. And for you to do this and to showcase your journey, it's such a rare gem to be able to receive something like that and it be based within Ma'at. Speaking about all of what you did, going into the brotherhood in the building that takes place outside of these live streams, and the communication that happens behind. Tua for putting that in there, and because you know the people wouldn't know, you know, they wouldn't know that. Some people may think that we just pop up here on Sundays or Saturdays, and you know, that's it. But no, it's a real Aut, it's a real Senu, it's a real brotherhood that's being built and cultivated and sculpted within Ma'at to showcase how it's done, and through all the Isfet that exists on the planet, and you know, even with the teachings of Ma'at, we see how each person has to hold themselves accountable in every situation, or else it can infiltrate within Ma'at. And so it's just such a beautiful thing to know that there are Nefer brothers and sisters who are here, willing to hold themselves accountable, and that's such a healing thing. When one really takes full accountability for everything that happens in their Ankh, without pointing a finger, without looking to something else outside of self, nothing can stop you. Nothing can prevent you from getting you to where you're going, because there's no excuse, right? It's me. Why didn't this work? Me. Nothing else matters. None of the details matters at all. Why didn't it work? Me. And when we really take that accountability, it's a superpower. Like, nothing can stop you, except for you. And Tua, great brother, for just putting this at the forefront for everyone to see, and you know, for putting us in your primordial vision, part of your story, putting the great Saba Tahuti in that section of the pod class in there as well, and just even the Seba'it you went into, it was just such a Nefer flow, beautiful storytelling and scene transition, the videos of you working out. Yeah, that's a very Nefer thing, because it's you know, that's extra work, right? Sometimes you just want to go in there and just do what you do, but we're creating, and we're also creating, you know, accountability systems for ourselves, and we know, and you spoke about being a leader, and how important it is to be able to visually see something, and how that really motivates and inspires to see someone do something, and watching the transition take place in real time, and it being recorded and documented within history, here forever, as a chapter of your story into the next. So Tua, for the documentation that you're doing, keeping record of that, which benefits you, as you spoke about, just being able to look at yourself outside of just your own two eyes directly, which that's very true. That's very true. And that's how a lot of times things get to a particular place, because when we look at ourselves, we don't see what the reality is. You know, so being able to just even speak about that is again, that's very vulnerable, and it's Ma'at, and that's what's so beautiful, and that really it is very powerful to me, and it really gives me chills and fires me up, because when one really implements that level of Ma'at to themselves, that's when things change. And that's one of the many things that I love about the great brother that you put in there, David Goggins, is just the Ma'at, the truth of just saying directly what it is. No fluff, like you said. Is what is it? All right, let's acknowledge it. Let's do something about it. Yeah, and you know, that great brother is a There's not, I distinguish teachers from Sabas, and that great brother right there is one of my Sabas, for sure. Being able to receive the teachings that are behind the words is very powerful. So Tefram Kimaat brought out the book, Can't Hurt Me, a very powerful book, and teaches a lot. That book helped me a lot. It woke me up to a lot of stuff. So Tua for putting that great brother in there. And it's just wonderful just to see the frequency that is traveling through all of us without us, planning or speaking about these things directly. And that really just goes to show the consciousness that is flowing through. It's just a powerful thing. So yeah, this was phenomenal. To our great brother for just the personal touch and bringing us into your Ankh, and going into the etymology of fear, which means to take a risk and to try, because there's definitely a barrier of to overcome, tapping into and bringing a lot of personal stuff to the forefront. There's a lot of thought that goes into that, and what you want to give, but you gave us a lot, and I'm very honored, and I appreciate that to the highest level, and I love that. I love that within strong masculine men, to really showcase and eradicate that matrix thing that's been created of no feelings, and it's partly true, but ones who really been through pain, releasing that and finding ways to take that, and even acknowledgement of self, of looking into that Aten deep, digging Kim into self, and seeing where those knots are, and loosening those things up, and because there's so many things that we hold within the body, emotionally, spiritually, and working that out is a very healing process. So again, just Tua and Hinu to you, great brother, for that, and just being a great living example of becoming the Djed, and what that means, becoming an Asar, becoming a Netter, and just documenting this process for everyone, great brother. So Tua Hinu Maa Kuru to you, to your A'ut, for supporting you, great brother, and yeah, I hope everyone is supporting what this great brother just did and just gave to everyone, which I know is going to create a lot of inspiration and motivation for others as well. So dua to you, great brother.
Hey, peace. Tua, son, Ta, I appreciate you, great brother. There's a lot of things that that influence me. These are like things, I may show other Sabas, right? Like David Goggins, like Mike Rashid. Everybody has their thing, everybody has their gift, and Saba's, our Saba Tahuti, he's on a whole nother, he's on a spiritual level, what I lacked previously in my life when I really started dealing with the physical. Saba's, he's changed a lot of things within me. Like these are the things, Patal, where I talk about like, hey, like, man, y'all got a heavy influence, man. That's why I have to throw up the brotherhood is everything, right? So I look forward to the monthly meetings. I look forward to the conversations that we have outside of, you know, coming up on here. Because I can't get that on a daily basis, right? And y'all inspire me, man. Like, I want to be better. I want to, this creativity, my gift that I have inside, that I just want to be that that strong, firm branch for the House of Aten, right? Because we're all one tree, right? But I want to be a strong, firm, solid branch. And I know that starts with me dealing with myself, dealing with all the things that I have to peka imku. And I love how everything works in synchronicity, right? Because you came out with Heart of a Champion just yesterday. I mean, just last Sunday, excuse me. And it just ties, like, when I watched it, I was like, bro, like this is spot on. Like, hey, I feel like we're evolving together. Like, I feel like this is where we're on the right page, even though we don't know what each other's about to bring to the table. We don't be like, hey, all right, Patai, you're gonna do this, and then Atef, hey, here you are, bro, do this, and we're telling the story, and we're just moving like, we're not doing none of that. We're just following our Eves and giving adorations to our Paut, and we represent the House of Aten. And to me, when I sit back and I watch it, I'm just like, man, like, hey, we making it happen internally, and it's manifesting in synchronicity. And I love that. I love that that's happening. So I sit here, man, and like I said, man, I don't like what I see physically, and I'm gonna do something about it. And it's, I love it because I love a challenge, because y'all watching, man. Hey, everybody watching. Everybody's watching. And that's what's, and I need that extra motivation to get me out of the bed. Make sure I get to bed on time. Make sure I set my alarm. Make sure I got all my things that I need to be prepped and be ready to handle those certain things, in order to be able to stay focused and that delayed gratification, working towards a goal. This is going to hold me. I'm going to think about it and be like, oh, man, Nukpoo saw me. I put it out there. All right, Hush Nations, yeah, like, he gave me great adorations. Okay, cool. I got to get up. I got to go. Tef showed me mad love. Like, this inspired. I'm okay, cool. All right, Patai just, hey, he let me know, like, hey, we moving towards the right direction, and he appreciates, okay, I gotta get up. I gotta be, it forces me to stare in the mirror, and that's why I started off with the mirror magic thing, because it's important. It's what I do on a daily basis. The blue light, Saba did a teaching, but it can't, like, I kind of called attention towards Nukpoo when he used to get on the panel, and he's in a blue light, and he gave a story on why he do what he do, and that inspired me, right? So I realized, I started realizing what that blue light and what it is with the tie, and it just, these things just started to excuse me, these things started to really take root within me. And if I'm going to be the Djed Sdm Maa Hmt Paut, then this is the step that I have to take. This is what I must become. This is what I must present. And what's cool about this that y'all have me like really like analyzing this. Hey, I already know what I'm about to do the next presentation. There is no like, hey, what topic am I going to speak? Hey, guess what? The topic is going to be me. That means me being accountable, me becoming the Djed. The presentation will always be becoming the Djed, but it'll be just a different title. Okay, accountability. Okay, then it'll be a different word after that. But it's going to be becoming the Djed, and I have to be able to come forth. And Saba speaks on this all the time about just doing one's job, doing what you're supposed to do, being what you're supposed to be. And I love that challenge. And so the only way I'm going to really be accountable for that challenge, unless I create it and put it in my presentation. So now I gotta be it. It's either that or a faker, right? And I gotta live in it now. And I like it because, like I said, it makes me look at myself in the mirror and say, cool, me better what I was yesterday. So Tua, Hotep, and new great brother Ani, hey, you push me beyond, you make me want to be better. And I want to say like, hey, I'm gonna say this live, I'm be transparent. I hit up Ani, I'm like, yo, hey, give me something for the website. Like I want to push the website. It's big, it's important. I want to make sure that we put this out there because people should know, like, hey, the website is dope, man. Paut put so much love into that joint. And I asked him a couple of weeks back, like, hey, like, can you like create me a little like video or like, you know what? And I'm gonna be straight up, y'all, like for real. I went to the website. And I scrolled. I'm creating the image of, you know, where it says the House of Aten, that red part, and it's flipping down, right? And as I'm like screen recording this, I look down and hey, it says promo video, and I felt so low. Like so low, and I'm like, yo, it's already sitting here. He already put the work in, and there's no extra video that needs to be done. I don't need to ask him for like, can you do this? Like, you know, can you? Hey, he already did the work, and I felt so low when I looked down and I saw it, because I'm just like, man, I'm over here asking Paut for a video and the promo is there already. And that is that's the thing that I had to be accountable. So that goes into even this presentation. I'm holding myself accountable to, hey, let me really analyze the work that my brother already put in. And that's why you see that portion, right? I created the screen share with the AI talking and stuff like that. Okay, cool, I did that. But creating that brought me to the next video that you see that Paut already had on there. And I forgot about it completely. So that's just being vulnerable to y'all, just letting y'all know that, hey, this creativity and really following yourself and really be accountable and really like trying to create something, it opens your eyes in a wider span than whatever it is in your mind that you're not doing, that asks for requests and asks for, man, just get into your creativity, and you will start to see things that you forgot that was there, and it'll just show things, right? So I couldn't keep that within myself, and that ties even more into I ended with the Cat Williams scene because that hit me deep. Like once you stop like lying to yourself and you start dealing with things right as they present itself and just be truthful, be Ma'at, boom, you'll start to see who you are. you start to see a whole nother side of yourself. You'll start to, that accountability will start to play itself, and then now you're living. Now you're being within your rim. So Tua to you, great brother Paut. I appreciate you, great brother. Hey, all the work that you put in, that even if I forgot and overlooked, hey, it still presents itself and is there. That whole beginning of the video would never exist if Paut didn't put in the creativity and the work that he's done way before I even got to this point. So Hotep Hinu.
Hotep Hinu, great brother. Yeah, Tua for that. And yeah, that commercial that you created was fire. I love. Yeah, that was phenomenal. It was a real commercial. So Tua for putting that together. I was watching that, listening to that. I was like, oh yeah, that brother don't need my help. That brother got it. So yeah, Tua for that. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, very powerful. So Tua for sharing that, and yes, I love the one thing that Saba Tahuti has created is giving dua and hinu to each other, which it don't exist in the Matrix. So many times if people will say, I don't even know how to receive a compliment, what do I do with it? Now there's something called complimenting competition, and they actually did a rap battle, a compliment rap battle, which was fire. People thought it was gonna be, I don't know what they thought, but it was fire. It was phenomenal. So everyone looked that up. And that's a beautiful thing. That's great hearing, because when I'm in that mirror, that talk is different. That talk is different. So I love to keep a balance, just for me, because it's important to acknowledge the things that you accomplish, and but for me it's also very important to be able to look in that mirror and be extremely direct, and really dig into those dark parts, which is it's a different type of talk, and especially when you may not be performing at the level that you can, or you're not doing everything that that you could be doing, right? Because it only exists within you. Others outside looking in, have a different perspective. But when we look at ourselves, we know what we're capable of. We know what we're doing. We know what we're not doing. And it's important to be able to communicate with self in pure Ma'at, without having to, like you said, lie to self. And so that's a very important thing too. So that's a very different frequency and energy that is very much necessary when communicating with self. So dua for all you're doing, great brother. And Tua for your words there at the end, and but that's the great thing about the Sinu and the brothers is we're always here to lift each other up, and so when each of us are holding each other accountable and we come together, we'll always be able to lift each other up. There will only be growth. Any issue that may come forth, any contention will always be worked out, because each individual is taking accountability, and that is one of the greatest keys. So I love that you're focusing on this, because this is one of the keys to really cutting out Isfat. like in real time. And each person takes what you're showing and just apply it to self. When we come together, yeah, there is no misaccounting. Everything is on point. So yeah, Tua Hinu, great brother, and Hotep Atefrim Kem Ma'at, did you get your skin in some water? Great brother.
Nah, you know what I did? I went and made some fresh juice for my daughter. She been asking me to make her some juice with the juicer, so I did that and gathered myself. So I'm feeling very, very nefer. This is great. Again, it's just about being in alignment, man. You know, I'm listening to what you brothers are saying and just echoing the sentiment, man. You know, because you can't fake this. You know, I say it all the time. You can't. I mean, you could fake, but you can't fake this. This can't be fake. You know, so it's a lot of faking going on. It's a lot of faking going on out there, but this can't be faked. And you know, yeah, I feel very, very, very nefer. So this was great, man. It was good to then I received a phone call from a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a while, and you know, just talking with the brothers, man. So yeah, Hotep Hinu, Djed, this was great, man. I love it. Again, man, I don't know, bro. It resonated with my Eid, man. That accountability, that you know, holding yourself accountable, you know, because that's really what it's about. And I totally agree. Because I really didn't, honestly, for me, I didn't have no idea that I would be doing presentations on the readings. You know, I kind of got into this part of what I'm doing because of you know, just wanting to help out and just, you know, fill in some blanks that was there. You know, my videos looked a whole lot different, and you know, as time goes on, it's just I realize that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Is learning the Medu of our ancestors. So, you know, that's what I love doing is learning, man. So being able to read and then implement it and you know, hold myself accountable based on what I'm reading and learning and growing is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I couldn't have told you that, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna be doing last year or even 6 months ago. You know, I knew I would be here with you brothers, but what my presentations look like and what I will be bringing forth and quote unquote teaching, because I never looked at myself as a teacher. So you know, so I looked at all of y'all as teachers. All my brothers was teaching. I'm trying to learn. You know, I'm a fan first, so yeah, this is great, man. You know, I encourage everybody to align the frequency. You know, when you look in the mirror and you see what you see, if you like what you see, then you know, go with it. If you don't, you know, then do something about it. Make some changes. So people ask me, how did you get your life together and turn your life around? I took accountability. I stopped making excuses for whatever it was that was going on, because as long as you make excuses, and if it's somebody else's fault, then it's somebody else's problem to fix. Oh, it's this person and that. Oh, they keep on, and every time I do this, and they, then you'll never find a solution because you're not accountable to yourself. But when you take accountability to yourself and take accountability, then you're able to make changes and find a solution. You know, as long as you making excuses, you're just gonna continue to make more excuses. So this was phenomenal, man. This is very powerful. This was very on time for me. So thank you. And you know, I know it's on time for the world, because the world doesn't get this type of like Ani said, vulnerability from the whatever conscious community, whatever it's called now, you know, and what Saba has created with us. And the great brother Ani, you know, this is you know, Unky and Ma'at. So yeah, man, this is what we doing, great brothers. I'm gonna take a shower afterwards, after the meditation. That was long. I was just supposed to say that I take a shower. Nah. But yeah, I feel good, man. This was Nefer. Like I said, those tears, those emotions, they were all great emotions, man. They were all, you know, it's good. It wasn't nothing bad about it. It wasn't nothing, no isfet, no nothing. It was just like, it was all gratitude. I'm like, wow, this is great. Like, you know, I'm on it. I was, man, when I'm watching you guys, when I'm watching my brothers, like I'm facing the computer now, but when the brothers be presenting, that's why I be late sometimes for the cues and the applause and all of that, because I be watching it on the screen as if I'm, you know, as if I'm in the movies. Like, this is what I used to sit up and kick my feet up and watch Batman and Robin, and you know, all these whatever's out right now, those characters, and not taking nothing away from whatever people do, but you know, if you can have that type of appreciation for something that just is not true, right? Why can't you have that same type of appreciation and adoration for actual true stories that are better? You know, what our ancestors left behind for us is way better than any Black Panther movie or whatever the movies are. And then if you familiarize yourself with your culture, then you'll see how a lot of the aspects that are used to create these superhero stories are stolen from us, and they're modeled after the Natiru. So, you know, it's good to, as Saba say, dig for the truth, you know. So, Hotep Hinu, great brothers.
Hotep Hinu. Yeah, Tua. And Hinu to your Sat. One of the definitely appreciate, you know, the things that you do for your A'ud, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And yes, Tua, Hotep Hinu, to everyone for supporting, and for those who are watching on the playback, please support, you know, what you see taking place. And yeah, so I'm going to show the dua, the mer, which is the word for support, same word for love, and creates the word for the pyramids. To be a mer or a meru also means to be a supporter. So we want to give dua and to those who mer, the house of Aten. And so we'll start with the great brother Nukpu, who sends in multiple as he does. 333 for Hotep Maa Hmt, with 3 Kemet 3 times. Orsin Neter Djed Sdm Maa Hmt Paut Ma'at. 333 for Hotep Marie Orsin Menku Anku Jasaneb Heh Ma'at, with the Kesbet Ma'ah. 333 for Hotep, spear to the neck of you sneak learners. Ma'at. And the fourth one, 333 for Hotep, Nefer Maru, come to fundamental class. Ma'at. So Tua to the great Nukpu, for your consistency, great brother. Always supporting, always in the chats. I know you're putting in that work as well, great brother. Tua for also always promoting the fundamental class for the Kuru, and telling people to come to that. Hinu to you for that. And yeah, just all of the dua that you give to all the great brothers on the panel, and to our great Saba Tahuti, great brother. Dua and hinu to you. And next we have the great moderator, Basatut Maka Aksafek, who sends in 15 for 3925. Hotep Dua Djed for sharing your path with us. Hinu. And he also sent in 15 for 3225. Dua Patah for your Nefer Seba'it. Hotep Hinu Ma'at. Hotep Hinu, Orsin, Basatut. Much dua to you, great brother, for your support, your consistency from the beginning, for your moderation, and for the works that you're putting in behind the scenes as well. That's the beautiful thing about this A'ut is all of you cross within the mind, and it's beautiful to know that the work is being done, and that creates a beautiful frequency, right? And that we can lean on each other. So if there's ever a point in time where there's, because sometimes you have to find that thing that gets you moving. Other times it's real easy. Other times it's hard, right? What do you do at those times? Oh, I know Basa Tut is putting in work, so I got to put in work. Oh, I know the Djed Sdm is in the gym, I got to put in work. Oh, I know Nook Poo is doing some hecka, I got to put in work. And that's how we consistently build on each other. So to our great brothers and sisters for being a beautiful example. And here's another great sister of the House of Aten, Great Kerr, Minty Hotep, who sends in 222 for Hinu per Ankh with the candle flame. Dua, Minty, appreciate you greatly and your support as well, and for your creativity. As you know, from the very beginning, wanting to cultivate and cultivate that and really give dua to that, right? Because as artists, until you start to create as one, we're always misunderstood and underappreciated for what goes into being able to create something. So Tua for doing it, because it's here in the Ebe. Minty Hotep, Tua very much. And next we have Amun and Amunet, who sends in $10 for Tua or Sin Djed for your wisdom. Hinu Fist, Kim Ebe, and Ra. Tua to the great Amun and Amunet. Tua for all the works that you are doing, for your disciplines and staying consistent, and for supporting and for the works that you do to assist the House of Aten as well. Tua for being great examples of young people living a life of discipline. So Tua for being a great example. And next we have the great brother Fix or Hush Nation, who sends in 666 Tua per Aten for your Nefer presentations and consistency. Hotep Marie, Uncle Djed Sdm Maa to the great Fix. Do our great brother, Tua for your Ebe, and for your creativity as well. Always supporting, showing up ever since you first came to the panel. You've been pretty consistent and always coming to the panel in the pod class and when we post the link here, and always supporting great brothers. So Uncle Djed Sdm to you for that. And let me check something. Oh yes, we have one more support to show. And so let's do that. Let's do that now. And it is from the great, wonderful Hmt, part of the Djed's name, his Hmt, Gabriella, who sends in 1111 for Nefer class, Tua the Djed, with a purple Ebe and a white Ebe. Dua to Gabriella, Tua Gabby very much for just for what all you're doing. For your Mut, your motherhood, and supporting our great Djed, right? Being a Djed for our Djed. And for overcoming whatever limitations that you may have in asking the questions and digging to represent the great Hmt, right? The women of Ma'at. So Tua for all that you're doing, and of course for birthing the first child, right? Directly within Ma'at, since the House of Aten has been established. So you're definitely within the history that's being made as a tepi, as a first, as a primary. So Tua, very much, Gabby, for your support. And great Atef from Kim Ma'at. We can give the Meru a round of applause.
Better keep teaching like this. Yo. I was thinking, I was like, they really, the culture has shifted and the power has transitioned. They don't want to do that part. That's the part they don't want to do, because that part takes discipline. So they don't want to do that part.
You see, that's how it's done.
Come join us, House of Aten, ancient Tahutian teachings and the Tiru. Back to the source, we the original Axemen.
I don't even know what's going on no more. I don't even know what's happening, man.
Dua Hotep to the great Meru. All right. So yes, this has been phenomenal. Tua, again, everyone, houseofaten.org. Go support, go leave your reviews as well. If anyone wants to see anything, added, reach out to me, to our great brother Djed for also putting it out there that, I do custom work as well. So, that's also an option, if you all want custom work done. That's something that, I've been doing for years. So anyone can always reach out for that as well. So Tua, houseofaten.org. This is just, the beginning of the next stages. And we're going to keep working. We're going to keep digging. And, there will come a time when that inundation breaks through whatever limitation and wall that is. We're going to keep our bullheads down and our horns up and keep pushing and not get distracted by, the matrix, and not get distracted by what people like to raise up, and continue to Pekka Mku, cleanse ourselves, put in that work, and it'll do what it's supposed to do, because there is no other option or choice other than that. So to our great brothers for being great leading examples, great brothers that I can depend on, and being able to depend on each other and know that there's a beautiful support system that we're establishing, and that can only happen with time. That can only happen with time and action and movement and challenge. So Tua and Hinu to all the great Kuru of the House of Aten, the wonderful members, and for being a part of this, and for being the foundational support system that allows us to create these projects, as well as put together physical in-person events, and all the things that we do. So everyone on the panel puts in so much work behind the scenes to keep this thing flowing. So dua to those who see what's happening, is able to remove that veil and see what's taking place, right? And not be given an illusion from what the Matrix perpetuates, and really staying consistent with us, which is just as important. So yeah, great brothers, if you all have anything that you want to build on before we close out, it'd be great to hear. Uncle Jasineb.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I just want to say, hey, peace and love to everybody. Tua for this, dua to all the supporters. Hey, dua to Nukpu. Hey, appreciate you, great brother. Wonderful Eve. Definitely appreciate your energy. I'm grateful for you, great brother. So Tua for all the energy that you send. You're definitely a great brother. Tua to you. Definitely, like I said, appreciate you, great brother. So Tua to you. Dua to you. Hey, appreciate everybody in the chat. All the love. All the just, I hope this video really does mean something to you all. And hopefully you can rewatch it and really figure out the in-between things within the presentation. Hey, Tua to you, great brothers of Tough and Patah. I definitely appreciate you all for the motivation, the inspiration. Tua to you, Ataf. I know you see in the beginning of the commercial, had the AI joint just, speaking for me. Shouts out to the, houseofatten.org. You know what I mean? Hey, you inspired me. You made me be creative because I was gonna just I was like, man, I probably should just, screen share, Atef's joint, what he did in his presentation when he had that the AI thing going up, and I was like, you know what? No, man. Let me put some creativity to this. Let me dive in. Let me do my part. Let me accept the motivation. You know what I mean? That challenge, right? For us to always have our creativity within it. So Tua to you, brother, for inspiring me. Patah, definitely appreciate you, bro, for inspiring me as well, and holding me accountable from what I receive from your presentations to really put myself within, right? Like really put myself out there and live it. And I really think that Christianity towards me has done a working on me, because like Saba says, there's no accountability or discipline. It's just a belief. And as long as you repent and keep repenting and creating the same thing, doing the same thing, repenting, and no accountability, we got to pekam kudat, right? That type of mindset, and I don't want to bring that into the House of Aten for myself. So it's being accountable. So that's the root to this presentation that y'all seen this evening. And pekam ku, right? Get rid of those things, really be the example, and really be a representation of the House of Aten with no fluff, and go deep beyond than just being a believer of the Natiru, but actually living it. So, to you, Paut, for motivating me in that. Shout out to our Saba to Hudi Maa Hmt Paut. Appreciate you, great Saba, to you and your Aut. Definitely grateful for all of you all for just the love. And like I said, you know, play it back. Let it be part of your, you know, you driving to work or wherever you're doing. Let it be a part of that. Rewatch it, and definitely grateful for you all. May Ra grant you and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you all rise and come forth this conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rises and shines forever. And Djed Sdm Maa Hmt, everybody in Tiru, Uncle Jasaneb, Hotep Anu. Shouts out to our brother Menku. To you, great brother. Be safe out there. Send a much Mary to you. Just know that you're definitely in the ritual. So Hotep Anu, peace and love.
Hotep Anu. Dua everyone for supporting. Dua great brother Djed for your ebb, your vulnerability, your openness, your strength, your bravery, and your accountability, great brother. Dua to you, AFFIRMATION Maa for your vulnerability, your Sdm, your power, your creativity, your works that you're putting in, changing the game. Dua. And Hinu to the great Menku Ara, Mary Ma'at, sending you much Mary and Sa, protection, great brother. Much love to you. And Dua to all of the Kuru, the Meru, the House of Aten. Without you, there is no House of Aten. Tua very much. And Dua to the great Saba Tahuti, Maa Hmt Ra, for being the leading example of what Sdm Maa looks like, sounds like, is like. Dua to his Aut. Dua to the Paut, to the great ancestors, to the Neter, who are the great ancestors. And Dua to self for doing the work. Sakim M Arit, Murder Ka'a, Simu Hatu Natiru, Pert Enthatep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka. May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in peace. Dua.
Hotep, peace and love. To our great brother, Djed Sdm, for those powerful words. Definitely owe that part of the creativity to my good brother Ani and Menku. I don't remember, were you a part of us then? I don't know, but definitely Ani with the technology. I learned from him, and just, you know, wanting to be responsible in everything that I do, everything that I learn, and what do I do with the information. That's what I used to hear a lot. Well, you got the truth, what you gonna do with it? So, okay, so now what? And I used to did not have an answer once upon a time, you know, early on, and I'm still a baby, I'm still an embryo in this, so I just want to be responsible. So when Ani was showing us some of the technology and the different things, I didn't even know how I would use it or if I would use it. I really wasn't tripping. I didn't dispel it, but I didn't know how, you know, it would come into play, how I would use it. But I just want to be responsible in everything that I do. So Tua for this NEFA presentation, and Tua to you, great brother Ani, for showing us and teaching us and inspiring us with the technology and with the example, and your presentations, your teachings, everything, great brother. Inu to our great Saba Tahuti, Maa Hmt Paut, for all that he does, everything. It's so much to say, but everything that you do is an example, and we appreciate you and your Aut. Yes. Henu to the great brother Menkur Ra Mary Mahat, sending you much Mary. Yeah, I did catch that AI in there in the beginning. Great brother. Just keep being creative, you know, keep moving forward. You know how we do brick by brick. You know, I'm presenting next week the story of Sdm Maa Hmt. And you know, I just wanna make the Natiru proud. I just wanna, you know, grow into a netter myself, you know, as I continue to be accountable to myself. That's the only way to do it, is to be accountable. It's the only way to grow, is to be accountable to yourself and establish a solid foundation. And once you know what that foundation is, then, and it's solid, then, you know, you can build upon that. So Hotep Henu to our great teacher, our master teacher, Hotep Henu to the Paut, the great ancestors. You know, this is a very, very, very Nefa journey that I'm on, and I'm truly grateful. I truly appreciate it. And there's so much going on right now in my life, so much that I'm grateful for. I'm so grateful for everything that's going on right now. Again, the story next week is very short again, and I'm doing my best, right? Can't fake this, so I just incorporate this into. I don't stress about making my presentations. I used to stress a lot about it and how I was gonna do it and bring it forth and time and just everything. There was so much negative self-talk and doubt and all these different things, and just continuing to push myself forward and be accountable. It did build up a strength. It did build up, it does build strength. It does build character, you know, so I'm grateful. And now I'm having fun with it. Now I absolutely love it. I absolutely love reading the stories and thinking about what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna bring it forth, and trying to maximize my time. So yeah, being accountable, great brother, and you, this whole presentation, it was very, very, very inspiring. So you too inspire me as well, great brother. So tuah to you and your family, to your Nefa Aout, and you know, Set, beautiful baby netter. It's beautiful, man, what we build in here. So, you know, again, I have to give that Hinu to our great master teacher, Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Rock, because that was one of the first things that I tapped into, was his focus on biological imperative and his focus on building a family and building as opposed to destroying. So that early on caused me to be accountable, to be more accountable to myself and more accountable to my Aout, to my family was the word I was using back then. So yeah, this was great, man. This was a great presentation, and come join us, House of Adson. You know, brick by brick, we build it. So with that, I will end the way we started, with our beautiful affirmation. And you know, support the truth, support my art. From today's Nefa presentation, if you desire that your way of life be blameless, keep yourself far away from every evil. Guard yourself against the blemish of greediness, for it is a grave affliction of an incurable disease, and those who fall into it cannot recover. Be proficient in speech, so that you may be strong, for the strength of a king is his tongue. Words are mightier than any struggle, and no one can outsmart him who is skilled of heart. But you will sit secure upon the throne. The wise man is a bulwark, even for officials, and those who are aware of his knowledge dare not assail him. No evil happens in his presence, but Ma'at comes to him refined, like the counsels of what was said by our ancestors. Unki and Ma'at, NS, Nintat or Sat Maat, Min Hapapat Maat, Her in Hu Kui, Per Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
Neb Nefer Unk. Everything is beautiful in life.
Don't nobody really want no smoke. Yo, let's go.
Shed. Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed? Eating alkaline at this time, fasting rezo shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, fear had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of states effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within, I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it, and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis, laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. Open your heart, take a look inside. Clean. Say. Shoo. Know when to start, control your time. Over the arc of law supplies. No L's like the MDWNTR, it's only Ra. Add 10 titanians, source tones come from Ptah. We don't need no Genesis, we don't need no books of John. It's our writings that are house of Psalms. All light received within palms. It's the scribes who taught meditation. Holding pen that became the Om. Giving breath, blowing life through song. Eternal life when they sing along, sing. shoo, shoo, shoo. Yes, head top blue. They caught lapis lazuli, it's Ket's best shoe. Double body when do walkthroughs. Ancestors I talk to. Flight like Hawk 2. Shoo, 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 shoo. Feather wings like 7 cubes. Wingspan like marbles.